What is up, my friends? Welcome back to the Wallet Monkey channel, where we give you all the credit intel you need to build and establish relationships with the banks and grow your credit profile. Today, we're going to try something different. In this video, I'm going to share with you specific Navy Federal Credit Union data points to help you get a better understanding on where your credit profile might fit. This is going to be a new series that we're going to start on the channel. And I think we're going to make this a regular thing where every once in a while we gather some data points and, we talk about it, and it'll allow us to organically talk about and really drill home on a lot of the points that we discuss in other videos, but in a non-structured format like this. So enjoy. All right, so I've got this broken down from like lower credit scores at the top to higher credit scores at the bottom so that we can relate this to everybody watching. So there's going to be people watching with low credit scores and people watching with great credit scores. Okay, so we're going to cover everybody in this. So let's start at the top. And one of the things that I've been discussing and talking about on the channel quite a bit is that what matters most to someone like Navy Federal is the debt to income ratio matters, but beyond that, and the one trick you can use to get away with having high utilization but yet still get approved is direct deposits. If you've got a 80-90% utilization rate on your credit cards, but you're bringing in $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month on direct deposits, that's going to mean more to them. And there's proof of this. Finally, I can point to definitive proof. I guess this isn't really definitive proof because it's one person, but there's people in the comments section that reinforce this and back this up as well. You can find this discussed fairly often on the forums as well. But here's some hard kind of proof to that for those of you who don't have time to check those sources, is this piece right here. So very high utilization rate, 90% on two 4-year-old Navy Fed credit cards. He's got charge-offs. Now, the thing I'll say is that this particular person submitted multiple data points, and I'm not sure if the charge-offs are 2019, like shown here, or 2014, because he submitted back to back to back. So it's either 2014 or 2019 on these charge-offs. But it doesn't really matter because this is the key right here. They are our primary banking institution. All direct deposits are flowing through Navy Fed. And with a 660, they were able to get a third Navy Fed card. So they've now got all 3 Navy Fed credit cards, and they did so with the worst metrics you could probably, imagine. 660, so FICO is 600. I also saw them say that their FICO was 700 in one of the other comments, so I'm not really sure which is true, but they've got either 700 or lower. They've got high utilization, and they were able to get their third card. So again, the more direct deposit you've got flowing through them, the better it's going to look. Same thing you could do with Amex or any other ecosystem you wanted to get involved in, is direct deposits do tend to weigh out once you're in the ecosystem. They tend to weigh out the other metrics that matter when you're first getting in and not established with them. Now, keep in mind that if this utilization was lower, this $1,000 credit card would have probably been $10,000, $20,000, right? So, all right, here's another one here. We've got 589 was approved for $25,000, but this is after they got the DTI way down. So again, further proof. Who knows what other metrics applied here? Again, take all of this, what I'm saying, as a grain of salt. All these data points as a grain of salt, right? So score of 589, got a $25,000 card with good DTI. So there's DTI just proving itself on its own. So now imagine if this person would have brought down utilization, what this card would have been. Okay, so those are the lower scores. Here's the last low score is we got a 681, no real data points shared, pulled from Trans. You're seeing the common theme here, pulling from TransUnion, right? Equifax here. Trans approved yes at a 681 for a 3,000 credit limit. Okay, so again, next let's get into some higher scores. Let's start at the 716 here at the bottom. Pulled Equifax because TransUnion was frozen. Clean report, 15% utilization, only 6 inquiries. They got approved at a 716 for 6,400 credit score. 6,400 credit limit. All right, next we got a 798. So they got approved for a $10,000 card. TransUnion FICO 9 was unknown. They did get approved at a 798, 10,000. Okay. Next we got 2 843s. So both the scores were 843, both approved. And again, look at the geographical location to kind of figure out, where they're pulling from, because some banks, as I do this with more and more banks, because I think I'm going to make this a regular thing, is there's going to be a difference between which credit bureau it pulls based on the consumer location. Okay, so approved yes, 25,000. Approved yes, 5,000. Third card, disappointing. Limit, Navy Fed would have given me more at a 590 FICO 9. This sometimes is true. I mean, a lot of people with brand new credit, we've seen this over and over again, brand new credit profiles, they don't even really have a score built yet, but because the DTI is so low, I mean, they're getting $25,000 cards at 18, 19 years old. Reconsideration, initial was 5K, which maybe this is the same guy. Reconsideration, 5K limit to 25K. Considering it's the same geographical location, 4 days later, it might literally be the same guy. But again, for you to see, yeah, it is. Because look, cash rewards, see below. To show you that, yes, this is actually great because it shows you that, yes, he started with 5,000 and he did the reconsideration and they took him to 25,000. That's more like it. Definitely, if his data points are as good as I'm thinking at an 843, like holy cow. So at 843, your data points got to be looking pretty good. So that's great to hear that he got that. So that's it. Like, that's the video. We got another opportunity to look at real data points, in the trench data points, and how this might apply to you, and converse about that and talk about that around this subject. So I hope this was valuable for you. It's definitely a quick way for us to continue to drill home these important points with these different institutions, but in a non-structured format. And so comment below. I'd love to hear your data points, because this is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 data points. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below of your experience recently with Navy Federal. And if you get this trick to work for you, where you've got super high utilization, but yet you've got a ton of money coming in with direct deposits and you get approved, I'd love to hear those data points in the comments below, and if this has worked for you. All right, that's it for this video. Comment below, like the video if you want to help us push this out into the algorithms and grow this community. If you're brand new here, subscribe, hit the bell notification, turn it to all so you don't miss out on future videos, and we'll see you again real soon.